This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream.
Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, Conner looking for space. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott down. Got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 26, check 26. Oh! Ringo. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, keep it up.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. First down, Buccaneers. Let's go now. 18 Gator. Stop your body. Go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A very solid gain of 27. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they even
Recon, 132 fighter.
Why, get wide.
Yep.
They'll try the left side. It's Nelson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
We go. 30 base.
Watch the run.
Check. General West.
Check hot. Jump.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Hey, check.
Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Clay Matthews. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, dude.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On On 2nd and 10, Minshew. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Down. 18 Gator. 61. Matchbox light. And up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 10 logo. 52 jet bombers. 52 jet bombers. I'm coming after you. 2.
On first down, Nelson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Tyler Irvin back deep. Taking it about the 16. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Nelson, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
50, plant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Looking to throw it. Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, Delta, who draw Corker? Yes. Who's that? Who's that? Hey, high 7.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he shifts past him. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Minshew. He completes it to Nelson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. This is the tight end Fant. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. It's complete to Williams. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
70, Indy.
On second down, Hill. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Check. Twistone, travel. Shoot.
Here's Minshew. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Minshew. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Minshew throwing on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start the drive with Conner. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Prescott. For Marshall, that's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches. I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And all the way down to the 39. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. Blunt. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Toss play, Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Second down and goal. Prescott, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On first down, it's Nelson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Dancehall Ward.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Pascal, his second touchdown on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge.
Just got vanquished. They did score in the second.